to my channel. If this is your first time here, this is my update on my Subcision and CO2 laser that I had done already over a year ago. If you missed that video, I'll link it below where I go through my whole procedure as well as that healing process. So this video is just to give some updates on where I am, that healing process, and if I thought the whole procedure was worth it. So first things first, I am gonna do a close-up of my skin so you all can see, and I'll try to put the videos to compare my skin now versus 3 months versus before. Here is a quick look at my skin today, going from left to right. And then I wanted to pop in the before and my 3-month update. This is from my last video to just get a glimpse. And then this is going to be the before with my current today skin. So as we look at my skin, as I'll do the video either before or after this of the close-up of my skin, do I still have the indentation on my left cheek? Yes, I do. I still have that indentation on my left cheek. It's still visibly there. I think that, in my opinion, it's definitely less obvious than it was before I got this procedure. So that is encouraging to me. But you will see, I still have it. It's not as prominent, but in lighting, and I can kind of like try to show the lighting, it's definitely there. I had some comments asking if I got filler or why I didn't get filler after this procedure. That wasn't something I talked about with my doctor. I went through this just really wanting to see the results of the procedure by itself, and then afterwards I can figure out what I want to do, if I want to do another procedure. But I did not get filler, and I would say maybe that's something some doctors do hand in hand. I have read that, I've seen people do that, but that is not something that I did. For the CO2 laser specifically, the things that I have noticed is really an overall texture of my skin a bit has changed. I feel like it definitely helped. And I don't know if this is just kind of in my head, but this is, again, my own opinion. So I will state that and to do a quick bit on that of this is my own experience. Obviously, everyone's skin is different. So if your experience is not exactly like mine, I'm sorry, we're all different. And that's what I'll say about that. But the results that I saw from the CO2 laser is my skin seemed a lot more smooth overall, like the texture of it. I think my pores decreased and it felt like it definitely got smoother. I will say my doctor said I would see kind of height results at 3 months, and that's from the video I posted. And I will disagree with that. I think that the results that I started to look in the mirror and really notice a difference in my skin was around the 8-month mark. So that was when I was able to see that my skin was a bit smoother, that the texture was changing. Have I gotten anything done since then? I have not. So I have just done my regular skincare. I've gotten no medical procedures, and I will consider this a medical procedure because you're numbed up. I had laughing gas all throughout that procedure. So if I didn't state that before, there were comments of, oh, did you have painkillers? Yes, I did. I had to get shots all throughout my cheeks before that procedure to make sure I was not feeling anything, because that procedure is so crazy. And I will say, I did not realize when I did get the procedure that subcision was such an intense thing. And at points I could see what was happening when my eyes were fluttering open. And if you've seen any videos, it's intense. They're like literally shoving into your skin. But I will say the subcision, I think I noticed the best results from that on my right side. So I had a lot of rolling scars, and that subcision is specifically goes in, breaks that tethering, allows your skin to build back up that collagen to smooth that out. So a couple of things to note here, just to keep in mind. I am going over this Subcision and CO2 laser, and the specific laser, keep in mind that I had an ablative laser and not a fractional laser, and the difference between that is the ablative laser is literally going to disintegrate layers of your skin and bring it down to the epidermis. And that's why the healing process is so much more intense. And you see me having to dress the skin, keep it healthy, keep it clean, because the skin is so susceptible to infection, versus the fractional laser just basically lasers little holes in your skin and you're pretty much good to go within 3 to 4 days of wearing makeup. Ablative laser is not like that. You are going to experience a lot of redness, a lot of tender skin. They told me around 3 months you could be experiencing pink redness for up to 3 months. I experienced that for a lot longer. I'll say honestly, there's still times that I think my skin is a lot more red and pink than it used to be. I won't say that's hyperpigmentation. I think it's just more of a tender skin, but my skin was so much more susceptible to the sun as well. I would say even in the first couple months, I could not be in direct sunlight at all because it physically like hurt, because my skin was so sensitive. So keep that in mind. If you do get this laser, just be careful. If you're not wearing sunscreen every day, like that's something you should be doing. If you're watching this, we already struggle with acne scars. Let's not add that aging to the list. Like, come on. Wear that sunscreen, especially if you get this laser, or else you're basically just throwing your money into the trash. That's something I do. Again, so I got this laser done in Charlotte, North Carolina. I mentioned the pricing was like 1 to 2, around that range. I would say like the higher 1,000. And just keep in mind, I did receive this procedure only on my cheeks. I didn't need that laser. You don't do subcision on your chin and forehead. So that laser was too severe for my forehead and chin. That's why I only received it on the cheeks. I did mention in the last video to hope to get microneedling and kind of look into that. I have not had anything professionally done since this procedure. So I will say that, and I actually am happy about that because it has allowed me to see results that I know are specifically from that subcision and ablative laser, and not from anything that I've added on. So overall, I think, and I hope this answers a bunch of questions. I will end it with the conclusion of, do I think this procedure was worth it? Yes, I do. Did it change my skin and give me the Hailey Bieber skin? No, it didn't. But we're a step closer, and that's all I can ask for. I am very realistic in knowing, because of my acne, I'm probably gonna never have perfect skin, but I want it to be for myself and what I feel confident with. So obviously, if you're watching this, if you have acne scars, don't let that define you. You're beautiful with or without that. If it's something you want to look into, do it for yourself, not for anybody else, so that you can feel confident in whatever you need to do. I definitely am happy I received this procedure. Thank you for watching. Check out my other videos. Let me know if I can answer any other questions below about this, or any other videos that you want to see about skin and what I'm going through, what I have went through. And thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.